Hello and welcome to Brandon Walks Through Suikoden. We're about to head out of town, and let's go look for that fortune crystal. But first, let's head east here. Let's see what's out here. Oh, there's a village. Let's go look at that. Sweet, we didn't really have to deal with a battle right away. It's called Rockland. So let's look around. What? That's right, this is Rockland. It's called Rockland! Because, except for the rocks, it's barren land. Oh, that's kind of depressing. Oh, looks like a little family. I'm hungry. Terribly. No matter how hard we work, life gets worse and worse, and all because of that bum grip. Oops. That was close. I just forgot what I said. They say a new emperor came to power some years ago, but out here, this country, village, it makes no difference who's emperor. Apparently, this place hasn't really been feeling the love. Okie dokie. So I'm about to save real quick, so I will see you in a second. Okie dokie, and welcome back. Let's see what this old fart has to say. What do you want? I prefer not to be disturbed while I'm enjoying this stuff. Okie dokie, crotchety old man. If you notice sometimes, like these walls right here where it's a little thinner, that's where you can walk through. I know it's kind of hard to see, but that'll help you out, like, and later on when there's little secret passages and stuff like that. This guy says, what are you looking at? Something on my face? Nah, I don't care. So, kind of looking around, and see, this guy kind of looks important. Let's go talk to him. His name is Marco. Hey there, fella, how about a contest? Okay, so basically Marco has this game where you bet a certain amount of money and you get to guess where the coin is under one of these three cups, and you can bet 100, 1,000, and 10,000 bits. And this is a great way to make money early in the game, and actually there is a trick to this which I will go over, where you can end up maxing out your money right at the beginning of the game. And but I don't really want to hear anybody being like, oh, it's not fair. I mean, yeah, I can see how people like may not want to. Oh, it takes the fun out of it. But really, it's nice to have a large amount of money like at the beginning of the game, because there is a lot of stuff that's just really expensive, especially once we get to leveling up our weapons. It gets very costly, and I think just having an ample amount of money, you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to have that in the back of your mind, be like, ah, crap, now I have to grind for money. It's all right there. So I'm about to go over this trick, and then I'll go ahead and max out my money. But first of all, the trick goes a little something like this. Now, I will say right off the bat that it's not going to be in the same cup for you guys as it will for me, but the concept behind it is the same. And what I mean by that, it's just better to show you. So I'm going to go ahead and bet 100, and we can see it starts off in the middle cup, and it's being shuffled around, and now we have to guess where it ended up. So I'm going to go ahead and pick, I think it landed in the left cup. Okay, so sure enough, ended up there. And we're like, how much do you want to bet again? Let's go 100, and let's watch it. Now, basically the trick goes a little something like this. If you remember where it ended up in these consecutive runs, you can keep exiting out and doing this over and over, because it'll end up going in the same pattern. Now, going consecutively, the first time it went to the left, and the second time I believe it went in the right. Cool, big hit, awesome. But basically, I can exit out. If I quit right now and come back, I'd expect it to be in the left cup first, and then in the right cup second. Now, it may not be necessarily the left cup or the right cup for you, but the concept that the first cup will be the same thing as when you started originally. in opposed to, and the second cup being the same thing as when you did it the run before. So, and this pattern follows the same thing even if you bet a different amount of money. So let's go with 1,000 instead of the original 100. And I expect, since the first time I did this, the first cup ended up being on the, or the coin ended up being on the left. I expect this to be on the left, despite betting 1,000. And sure enough, there's that coin, and it's a big hit. Now, I'm gonna bet 1,000 again, just to prove that it doesn't matter how much you bet. The pattern still holds, and we expect it to be, in my case, in the right cup, right? And you can keep doing this once you figure out, get a good pattern going for like 10, 15, write it all down, say, you know, it landed in the left, right, middle. Follow that pattern, keep quitting, saving, since it's easy to save right at the end, right next door, and then enter back in, and then go left, right, middle, or whatever your pattern is. And that's how you make a lot of money. So I'm gonna go ahead and max out my money, and I will see you in a split second. Welcome back, and as you can see, I maxed out my money, and what seemed like 2 seconds in this time actually took me about an hour, and I expect it to, you know, be about the same for you guys, but it is worth it. Yeah, you can actually do it within less than an hour, because I had to actually figure out the trick and stuff beforehand. So, alright, so I think I'm gonna end the Let's Play a little bit early. Let's just explore the rest of Rockland around here. There's nothing really to explore aside from, you know, this armor shop right here. But we're gonna come here pretty soon in the storyline. So if we go here, you can already see I already bought some of the stuff. But you can go ahead and max out, grab some armor and stuff that you would like. Why not? You have the money. And these graves are kind of cool because they say certain things like, here lies a troubled man, loneliness is slow-acting fatal poison. But the one I wanted to draw attention to is this one. The last words of a woman who died on the street. Sounds dramatic. Clive, forgive me for not dying at your hands. Now, the reason I point this out is because Clive is actually kind of important for not only this game, but the next game. And I'm not going to give too much away, but this stone is fake. I will say that, and it's kind of neat, because really, at the beginning of the first game, you don't even think much of it, because it'll practically be a whole nother game, like, towards the end of the game before you even, like, realize what that is. But I just wanted to point that out. I thought that was really neat, on the programmer's part. So, let's go to the item shop and see what they got. They got, you know, your medicine. Escape Talisman is actually really useful, so you don't have to backtrack through dungeons. You can just escape from them. The antioxidants, obviously, you get rid of your poison, like I've mentioned before, I believe. And the medicine, obviously, cures you. It's nice to have a good stock of those items. So basically, I think I'm gonna stop right here before we go out of town, before we head west. So we finally get that crystal I've been talking about this whole time. And then, after that, then we can go on with the storyline. But, until then, I thank you for watching, and I look forward to getting that crystal soon. See ya.